want to ask the most important player on offense and defense, but I'm going to qualify it just a little bit. So first down, most important player on offense in spring camp that does not play quarterback. Fred White, would you like to begin, sir?
Uh, I got to think about that one for a second. That does
Caleb, you
not play quarterback.
does not play quarterback. So we're ruling Nico and Joe out. Caleb, I'm going to go ahead and go first. I'll go Dylan Sampson. I think you want him to be able to handle pass pro, and I think he's going to be a little bit more electric out of the backfield than Tennessee has otherwise. So I'll go Dylan Sampson. Caleb?
I'm going to go Gerald Mincy. I think that Gerald Mincy is the guy that has the chance to maybe not fully replace Darnell Wright, but mitigate the damage done by losing Darnell Wright, because Darnell Wright is just so ridiculously amazing. And so I'm going to go Gerald Mincy.
I'm going to go with a guy who wears my number.
Oh, yeah.
And his name is Mr. McCullough. Secondary guy, came back for another year. The game should slow down for you. And you should be able to direct what's going on back there in the secondary. But not only that, to be the leader of the defense. And they're going to need him to be a leader. And you can be a leader from the safety position. You saw that with Eric Berry. You saw that with Deion Grant. You've seen it with a lot of guys over the years here. So I think him coming back is major, but also having a handle on the defense as well as the leadership role on that defense. It's going to make a difference.
Yeah, and his season was kind of sidelined with a really gray area, the felony aggravated assault. I mean, a guy walks in his girlfriend's room, is her apartment, and then did he chase him down or not? Did the guy run his mouth? I don't know, but it's just a real gray area. So I hope he has a fantastic season, because I thought that Tennessee, rightly so, reacted strongly, but I don't know that the kid did anything wrong, to be real honest with you. So
yeah, Dave, the kid's lucky he was on the campus and then walking to anyone else's house at that time of morning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you walk in Dave's house, it's probably having another conversation altogether, just to be real honest with you. I mean, it's not
his house too.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a punch. I'm too old to fight. I'm not gonna risk losing a fight. So we were saying we actually got a little discombobulated. So first down was going to be offensive player. Second down was going to be defensive player. So Fred jumped.
You said offensive player. I didn't hear offense. Come out.
That's fine.
There, Dave.
That's fine. You want to go? You got an offensive player out there?
I do. On offense, I'm looking at Squirrel White. I think he's going to be the key on the offensive side of the ball. I want to see him do very well. But I also need to see what he can do for stretching the defense. Because losing Jalen, you need someone who can stretch the defense. And it's your time to step up to do so.
Okay, so Fred goes Jalen McCullough on defense. So it's our turn on defense. I'll go Keenan Pili, the transfer linebacker from BYU. Caleb?
Dave, you took mine, but it's okay.
We're both smart.
I'm actually going to go, and Fred took my other one. So okay, I'm gonna stick in the secondary. I'm gonna go Gabe Giudicelli. I just think Tennessee desperately needs somebody who can be a number one corner, and I think Gabe Giudicelli may be their best shot.
All right, so 4 Downs brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden. They've got the industrial mowers for you, commercial as well. Whether you're in Knoxville, Nashville, Chattanooga, it doesn't matter. Vassy Lawn and Garden, man alive, it's worth the drive. So just a little bit of insight. I'm hearing that Ethan Davis is one of the standout guys, tight end from the first week of camp. So I was going to ask you, Fred, Caleb, sorry, I can't ask you this because I'm guessing you never played college football. But Fred, best tight end you ever played. Best tight end you ever played. Brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden.
Best, regardless of level of college, pro.
Well, no, give me college and pro. How about that?
Okay. Best college tight end. Guys weren't really major tight ends back then. Nobody could throw the ball to the tight end. That's kind of hard to, I
mean, they were mostly blockers back then, but the game's evolved.
Pretty much.
I was trying to think of one too. I mean, the only one I could think of was slightly after your time. Do you remember Randy McMichael, the tight end?
Okay, I like Randy McMichael. He's from the crib too. He's from Griffin. He was I like Randy, but I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I think Boo Williams that played at Arkansas.
Okay.
He was a receiver that moved inside, so I mean he could catch the ball. Could stretch the field, but outside of that I didn't really. Tight ends weren't getting open like that.
Yeah, they didn't want to go down.
They weren't getting the ball like that back then.
No.
Best tight end I played overall though. Freddie Jones. San Diego. Freddie Jones was he was an all-pro tight end in San Diego.
I don't remember.
He's the first guy I ever saw run a double route and made it look so smooth. And while I was laying on the ground grasping for air, he was still running his route. I thought I jumped him. Yeah, he ran a stop and go, tight end position, stopped, and he sat like he was just gonna be there. And I tried to break that ball, and he was gone in an instant. He made me realize when you get to the next level, you got to pay attention to the tight end a lot more.
It's a little bit different.
This is not college and this is not high school. This is the NFL, son. You got to cover me.
I feel bad for him because he had to catch passes from Ryan Leaf. I'm sorry.
But you know what? Let me say this, man. Being honest when I say this. He was not Peyton Manning. He was not. He threw a prettier ball than Peyton. And I think that San Diego had a lot to do with him being the way he was. He came with some of that, but the rest of it was enabled. I don't ever look at Ryan Leaf and say, what happened to him is all his fault. I don't believe that.
Was Freddie?
I got a chance to be in the locker room with him.
Okay. What can you tell us about Ryan Leaf? Because a reporter got to be in the locker room with him. Were you there when he screamed at that reporter?
I was there for a few of those. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, story time with Fred. Story time with Fred.
Yeah, I mean, but I felt like they pushed him too. I listened to every question. I heard every question that was asked, and he asked the guy to stop, and then he kept going. He kept pushing it. He kept trying to push that limit, and at some point, he just snapped. But he asked him to stop. He asked someone to stop, and they keep going. And the next thing that happens, you can't control how someone else responds.
Well, and it's one thing too.
Someone can walk up to you and slap you, but they can't get mad at you by how you respond. That's how I look at it.
No, I see that, and it's one thing. Like if I were in your office and you said, "Dave, I'm done with this conversation." That is essentially his office, the locker room. If it's a press conference and you're trying to press because this is something off the field, I can see pressing in that situation in a press conference, and then it's up to the player to walk away. But you're sitting in his office, the locker room, so you've got to be respectful.
And everybody's in the locker room here. They heard every question. So thank God Junior Seau was there because he kind of broke it up. He told he pushed them apart, grabbed Ryan, and he told the reporter, man, you got to leave the locker room. It was just, I got a lot of respect for Ryan. I know a lot of things that I won't, they'll be in my book.
Well,
yeah, I'll give you that because I've heard of a lot of players who have actually crumbled playing for San Diego because the organization was just so a mess. And
it was very much so a mess.
And I've heard them, and I heard Arizona. I actually have heard Raynoch Thompson talk about how mess of a franchise Arizona was during that time too.
I had a quarterback that wanted to punch me once, but it was Rick Clausen, and I think I could have taken it. I'm going to be real honest. I felt pretty good about where I was standing at that time. Fourth down, so the tight ends are breaking out mustaches. That's what they're doing for spring camp. Fred's look was great. I'm not talking about Fu Manchus or the full beard like Fred and Caleb have. I'm talking about they're breaking out the mustaches. You can check out on the YouTube channel. Jacob Warren is rocking the mustache, not the full beard. I was like, why does he look different? What's going on when we did the Vol Report brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden? So, Fred, the coolest facial hair is... You're going full beard. Are you going to say full beard?
I apologize. I don't know what happened there.
The best facial hair is full beard. You've got a full beard.
Full beard.
All right, Caleb.
I mean, I got to be biased, right? Full beard, obviously.
Mine's no beard because it's white. Fred, yours is getting a little frosty.
Yes, it's got some frost on there. By the way, I need to go back to that question. You said tight ends. Probably the best tight end, one of the most talented tight ends I ever played with is Dustin Moore.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the most talented tight ends I've ever played against.
No question.
Played with. I remember watching him as a freshman that we were doing 7-on-7 drills. And here I am, a freshman. I'd never been out there with those guys before. And the first impression I see is a 6'4", 250-pound guy run a post at the tight end position, catch the ball, and split the safeties. And I was thinking to myself, this is not supposed to be happening. This guy's too big to be running that fast. But he was very talented.
No, he was freaky. He was freaky, scary, athletic, and seems like off-field issues got in his way, but I think he would have had a very successful NFL career. I can't remember exactly, but yeah,
he was a beast.
Yeah, one of the best athletes out there. How do people get in touch with you for their Allstate insurance needs, Fred?
Just give us a call at 770-381-0367, or you can also look us up online at fredwhiteallstate.com. We'd love to be able to help you with your questions, with any insurance needs that you have. Life insurance, home, auto, your boats, it's boat season, as well as ATVs. So give us a call. Look forward to helping you.
Need a boat.
You'll be in good hands. Even though I couldn't catch in college, I can catch now.
You don't have to say you couldn't catch it. I don't remember you dropping one. Did you drop one?
No, I never dropped one. The one that touched my hands was an interception.
The one? Is there only one?
There was only one, because I was trying to knock guys out, Dave. I wasn't trying to catch interceptions. I wanted to make sure you never came across the middle looking again.
And that largely worked.
That's my thought process.
Which game did you get the interception? I'm trying to remember. I can't.
Vanderbilt, 98 at Vanderbilt.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
Who was it that laid that?
We shut them out. It was 0 points on the board.
Who was it that laid that insane hit in that Vanderbilt game that resulted in a fumble touchdown? That's the one.
Eric Westmoreland.
That was Westmoreland that laid that hit?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one play I'll never forget. Zolman
Chris Ramsdale picked it up. Yep, that was a nice hit. I don't know what the quarterback saw. Why was he throwing the ball there? But I guess he didn't think he was going to knock his head off. I don't know.
Probably not. Fred, great stuff, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend, man.
All right, you too, buddy.